2025 promises to bring a lot of exciting events to the world of gaming. We're in for a series of releases that will cater to a wide variety of gamer tastes. In the coming months, games from different genres will make their debut, from RPGs and adventure games to new entries in popular series. I've prepared a preview of what I think are the most interesting titles coming next year. Let's get started. First up, Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2 from Warhorse Studios. Originally slated for late 2024, the game has been delayed to ensure it meets all quality expectations. Continuing the story of Henry of Skalitz, this sequel promises a larger, more immersive medieval world than ever before. Expect refined combat mechanics and expanded RPG elements that build upon the original's realistic approach to the genre. Fans got a sneak peek at Gamescom 2024, where an extended gameplay trailer showcased stunning visuals and intriguing storyline developments. If you loved the first game's attention to historical detail and immersive storytelling, this sequel should be high on your list.
Working in these walls of time.
Let us all for death prepare.
Next, strategy enthusiasts rejoice. Civilization 7 is coming with some exciting new features. The introduction of a 3-age progression system lets you guide your civilization through antiquity, exploration, and modern periods. This dynamic approach means your civilization can evolve based on your decisions, offering greater flexibility and replayability. Adding to the excitement, Gwendoline Christie, known for her role as Brienne of Tarth in Game of Thrones, will be the game's narrator. With early access available for select editions 5 days before launch, you might want to mark your calendars for this one.
It shall be.
Assassin's Creed: Shadows takes the beloved franchise to feudal Japan, introducing two main characters, Naoe, a skilled shinobi assassin, and Yasuke. Players will experience a richly detailed Japan, complete with iconic locations like Osaka and Kyoto. Dynamic weather and changing seasons will influence gameplay, adding another layer of immersion. Naoe specializes in stealth, utilizing tools like kunai and smoke bombs. In contrast, Yasuke brings a combat-oriented style with weapons like the katana and naginata. You can explore the open world through either character, each offering unique progression paths, skills, and gear. Originally scheduled for 2024, Ubisoft delayed the game to fine-tune the experience, and it's shaping up to be worth the wait.
He is wrong. The dream scourge is but a symptom of a deeper, more dangerous.
From Obsidian Entertainment comes Avowed, a first-person fantasy RPG set in the world of Pillars of Eternity. Delayed to early 2025, the game places you in the Living Lands, a mystical region afflicted by the mysterious Dream Scourge. As an envoy from the Aedir Empire, you'll investigate this plague while navigating tensions between local factions. Gameplay-wise, Avowed combines first-person combat with deep RPG mechanics, dual-wield magical weapons, mix melee and ranged attacks, and enjoy a classless progression system similar to Skyrim, allowing for ultimate flexibility in character development. The narrative is also rich, involving relationships with key figures whose perspectives will influence your journey. Monster Hunter: Wilds is the latest installment in Capcom's acclaimed series. An open beta starts on October 31st, 2024, with early access for PlayStation Plus users on October 28th. The beta includes character creation, an introductory story trial, and a monster hunt featuring the new creature, Doshiguma. Set in the vibrant and dangerous environments of the Living Lands, you'll face new monsters like the Black Flame, a massive, tentacled beast with flame-throwing abilities. The game supports both solo and multiplayer options with cross-play capabilities. Plus, beta participants will receive exclusive in-game rewards when the full game launches. Awakening brings the harsh desert world of Arrakis to life in an open-world survival MMO. Developed by Funcom, the game combines survival elements with a persistent multiplayer universe where thousands of players compete and collaborate. Survival is key. You'll need to manage water, build shelters, and move carefully to avoid attracting giant sandworms. Players can build bases, form alliances, and engage in battles over spice, the game's central resource. With dynamic PvE and PvP zones, your strategies will need to adapt constantly. A closed beta is currently ongoing, and player feedback is shaping the final product.
You miss me? Yeah, I figured you'd pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been.
Hideo Kojima returns with Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, a sequel to the innovative 2019 title. Continuing Sam Porter Bridges' journey, the game explores themes of isolation and connection in a surreal, dystopian world. Recent trailers showcase Kojima's signature style, unique weaponry, bizarre enemies, and an eerie atmosphere. The gameplay will include stealth, exploration, and resource management as you navigate the challenges of a fractured society. With returning characters like Fragile and new additions like Elle Fanning's mysterious character, the narrative promises to delve even deeper into the question, should we have connected?
Strength to carry on. And you have. We all know you've got this.
Bring the retribution. Show them no mercy.
Titan Quest II brings us back to the mythological realms of ancient Greece. Developed by Grimlore Games and published by THQ Nordic, this action RPG lets you confront Nemesis, the goddess of retribution. The game features a flexible class system, allowing you to combine two masteries to create hybrid classes tailored to your playstyle. Expect strategic, faction-based combat where enemy groups work together to challenge you. With legendary creatures, secret locations, and online multiplayer adventures, Titan Quest II aims to captivate both new players and fans of the original.
It's a brotherhood. Treachery.
Unveiled at Gamescom 2024, Mafia: The Old Country is a prequel that takes us back to 1900 Sicily. Developed by Hangar 13, this installment explores the brutal origins of organized crime. Focusing on a deep, linear narrative, the game delves into the early days of the Sicilian Mafia, offering rich historical detail and possibly featuring younger versions of familiar characters. While gameplay specifics are still under wraps, a comprehensive preview is expected in December, likely during the Game Awards. From Rebellion comes Atomfall, a single-player action survival game set in 1962 after a fictional nuclear disaster in northern England. The game transports you to Wyndham in the Lake District, a quarantine zone filled with abandoned towns, mysterious government factions, and strange pagan symbols. You'll navigate survival mechanics like crafting and scavenging while facing hostile factions and robots. Drawing comparisons to Fallout, Atomfall offers a uniquely British take on the post-apocalyptic genre, influenced by folk horror and classic sci-fi aesthetics. Ghost of Yotei is the anticipated sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, set in 1603 around Mount Yotei in Hokkaido. The game follows Atsu, a female protagonist on a journey of revenge. Sucker Punch Productions aims to enhance the open-world experience by minimizing repetitive tasks and adding more diverse, meaningful activities. Atsu's mastery of firearms, along with traditional melee weapons, introduces new combat dynamics. The snowy tundras and historical landscapes offer a fresh setting rich with the unique culture and dangers of northern Japan.
There was a girl I knew. She said she cared about me.
Finally, the big one, Grand Theft Auto 6, is expected to release in fall 2025. Set in a fictional US state inspired by Florida, including a Vice City-like location, the game introduces new protagonists Lucia and her partner. Rockstar Games is keeping details under wraps, but expectations are sky high. With a new storyline and an expansive open world, GTA 6 is poised to be one of the biggest releases of the year. Keep an eye out for more updates as we get closer to launch. Doom. The Dark Ages takes the iconic franchise into a medieval dark fantasy setting. Developed by ID Software, this game explores the origins of the Doomslayer's battle against Hell's forces. Expect a grounded, melee-heavy combat style with new medieval weapons like flails and shield saws. You'll also command massive mechs and even ride a jet-powered dragon to take down towering demonic foes. It's a fresh twist on the classic Doom formula that fans are eager to experience.
Everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Developed by Sandfall Interactive, Claire Obscure, Expedition 33 is a turn-based RPG set in a dark, Belle Epoque-inspired fantasy world. Players join Expedition 33, led by engineer Gustav, voiced by Charlie Cox, on a quest to end a mysterious curse brought upon by the enigmatic Paintress. The game features a reactive, turn-based combat system that requires precise timing, along with real-time traversal elements like grappling. With a diverse cast of characters and a richly detailed world, this title promises a unique RPG experience.
We are Expedition 33.
The classic 2001 RPG returns with the Gothic remake. Developed by Alchemia Interactive, this modern reimagining brings players back to the Valley of the Mines, enhanced with Unreal Engine 5. The game retains the core story of a kingdom under siege by orcs and prisoners trapped within a magical barrier. Expect modernized graphics, an overhauled combat system, and expanded traversal options like free climbing and diving. The iconic soundtrack by Kai Rosenkrantz has also been released digitally, heightening anticipation for this nostalgic yet refreshed adventure. Wuchang. Fallen Feathers is a Souls-like action RPG set in the late Ming Dynasty in China. You play as Wuchang, a warrior battling supernatural enemies and uncovering secrets tied to her forgotten past. The game showcases visually stunning landscapes and intricate combat mechanics. Weapons like a fiery ancestral sword and dual firearm blades add to the mix of martial and mystical combat styles. If you're a fan of challenging action RPGs with rich historical settings, keep an eye on this one.
Stuff. That's what defines you, isn't it? Really, stays with you.
Playground Games is rebooting the beloved Fable series. Staying true to its trademark humor and choice-driven storytelling, this installment reimagines the world of Albion with modern graphics and gameplay. The latest trailer features actor Richard Ayoade as a giant gardener, injecting the series' signature whimsy and satire. Expect a mix of fantasy elements, including sword and ranged combat, as well as customizable magic abilities. Player choice and moral consequences will once again play a significant role in shaping your adventure.
Only a dead person can keep a secret.
Originally expected in 2025, Phantom Blade Zero has been pushed to 2026. Developed by S-Game, this action RPG blends a dark, kung fu punk aesthetic with martial arts-inspired combat. Players control Soul, wielding weapons like short swords, dual blades, and heavy long swords. The game offers accessible yet intense combat, with boss fights requiring precise timing and strategic use of abilities. With semi-open areas and planned multiplayer features, it's a title to look forward to in the coming years.
What's your plan?
Every man has an animal within. If you push too much, you might unleash.
Techland brings us Dying Light, The Beast, a standalone entry in the franchise. Originally intended as DLC for Dying Light 2, it evolved into its own game with an 18-hour storyline. You reprise the role of Kyle Crane, who finds himself in Castor Woods, a new region filled with grotesque creatures and dark secrets. The game retains the series' core elements like intense parkour mechanics and co-op play, while introducing features like Beast Mode for enhanced combat abilities.
You hear a word I said? You nearly died out there.
From Pearl Abyss comes Crimson Desert, an open-world action RPG focusing on a single-player story campaign lasting 50 to 80 hours. Following protagonist Cliff, you'll engage in intense combat and rich storytelling across a vast, explorable environment. While a multiplayer mode will be added post-launch, the core game centers on a definitive single-player experience. The gameplay combines traditional RPG elements with complex character interactions and stunning landscapes, drawing comparisons to The Witcher and Assassin's Creed.
Before the sun rises, before the Germans, before that American, the Eye of Force has been found.
Developed by Skydance New Media and directed by Amy Hennig, Marvel 1943. Rise of Hydra is a narrative-driven action-adventure set during World War II. Players control a team of iconic Marvel characters: Captain America, Azuri, the Black Panther of the 1940s, Gabriel Jones, and Nanali, as they navigate Nazi-occupied Paris. The game promises deep character arcs and rich historical settings, powered by Unreal Engine 5 for lifelike visuals. With cinematic storytelling and an immersive atmosphere, it's a must-play for Marvel fans.
You said you're done with this. It's too dangerous, not what you wanted.
Find her. She's here somewhere.
Eric's Home. The Stolen Dream is a stealth strategy game that takes you to a Nordic-inspired city in the early 1900s. You follow Hannah, a young orphan searching for her missing brother, uncovering dark secrets along the way. The game combines strategic stealth with a top-down 3D perspective. Control 3 unique characters, each with distinct abilities, as you navigate urban and underground environments. With multiple solutions and high replayability, it's drawn comparisons to Dishonored and Weird West. Metal Gear Solid Delta. Snake Eater is a remake of the iconic 2004 game. Showcased at Tokyo Game Show 2024, the game features high-fidelity graphics in Unreal Engine 5, including ray tracing and dynamic environments. Staying faithful to Hideo Kojima's original vision, the remake preserves classic mechanics like the codec system and survival elements. While a release date hasn't been announced, development is nearing completion, and fans are eagerly awaiting more news.
With darkness and silence through the night.
These essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands.
Developed by Tipsworks Studio, Ballad of Antara is a free-to-play action RPG set in a dark fantasy world. Players restore the essences of the land, traveling between the everyday world and the eerie realm of Para. The game features fluid combat, exploration, and strategic environmental navigation. With dynamic switching between characters known as emissaries, each with unique abilities, the game offers a rich, evolving storyline. Multiplayer options support up to 3 players, adding to the depth of the experience.
We were both wrong. They live inside our heads.
Rounding out our list is Hell Is Us, a third-person action-adventure game by Rogue Factor. Set in a semi-open world, you play as Remy, exploring a war-torn country plagued by supernatural creatures. The game emphasizes exploration without traditional maps or quest markers, encouraging you to navigate based on environmental cues. Combat focuses on melee weapons like swords and spears, aiming for an immersive and atmospheric experience without being overly punishing. These are all the titles that will make 2025 an exciting year for gaming. From long-awaited sequels and reboots to fresh, new releases, there's a lot to look forward to. Which ones are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.